Let's see what our next game is. All right, we're still in the arcades. Oh, no way. It
Wait.
is another Space Invader clone. If you've been watching the channel, we've seen tons since 1978. So this is Moonbase, and check out the advertisement flyer.
I wonder.
Where have I seen that before?
Has anyone seen that Vader-looking guy before, or that what looks to be an X-wing, or something that looks like a TIE fighter? What?
I really want to know how much lawsuits were taking place right now, because we're playing all the games, but we're not really talking about who was sued. But I mean, come on, dude. Star Wars. George Lucas must have been suing their butt off now.
Dude, I would have. It is not Star Trek. Unknown. Come on.
It's Moonbase, and one way they can get away with it, guys, is if you notice, this is the Japanese flyer. So this is a game that was a bootleg, or not a bootleg, a copy of Space Invaders in Japan. And there's a terrible picture of the arcade cabinet, and then our circuit board. Here's our control panel. Whoa! It looks like we have. Is that just one button? It's got one player in first and second player, start, and then one yellow button. Okay, here. Okay, yeah, it is. The one yellow button is your fire laser control. So
left had to make it big as all hell.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Dwarfus, just so you know, we've played, I'd say 10 to 15 Space Invader clones since Space Invader. So just keep that in your mindset for 1979. What is the Moonbase instruction manual? Yeah, so this is by a company called Nichibutsu, which is in Japan, and okay, it's just the operating manual. We're not building arcade cabinets here. We just want to play games.
Right.
And we do have, no other versions. Here we go. It is 1979. We're stepping up to the arcade, playing Moonbase with Dwarfus Max. Boom.
So get ready for my bases to be blown up. Just saying.
Okay. Cool. They gave us everything. They gave us the marquee at the top, and you can see that they're kind of cheating. This is the Space Invaders Part 2, which I guess was Moonbase was the Japanese version of that. We can switch out the artwork, but we'll keep playing as is. Go ahead and put a quarter in, Dwarfus, and see what happens. Looks like we've put 3, 4.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
You can put as much money as you want in. We got all the money, man.
All right,
so starting off, control should just be left and right and then fire. Yep, and I'm not getting any sound, which means sounds like it wasn't emulated, but this is playing exactly like Space Invaders, even though it's Moonbase. By the way, the colors you're seeing on the screen, I don't even think the colors are... I don't think the game's being programmed in color. I think it's being programmed in black and white, and then they have a plexiglass overlay giving the color.
I think you're right. I think that would be the correct assumption on that, to be honest.
But this is kind of cool because we're seeing... Oh, there we go. We got some sound. The UFO showed up. UFO comes blaring sound at us.
As is normal.
And it's kind of cool we get to see the backdrop, the overlay. Like your bases.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a Space Invaders clone. We can go ahead and move on because we played so many of them. If you're good with that, Dwarfus.
Yeah. I mean, it's Space Invaders. We know what Space Invaders is about. With everything that's going on and the huge space influx, I'm going to give that a solid 2-star.
2-star. Okay, that'd be the best of the bad for the time.
Yeah. Just because everybody made one and it's always been there and everybody can always go play it. So it's nothing that's crazy or anything like that.
Yeah, there's going to be so many clones. We're going to see a lot. And Chiptune Chronicles from chat says, I'm surprised no one ever used one of those Atari modes for Space Invaders rather than copy Space Invaders directly. He's talking about on the Atari console, you could flip a switch to change all the different game modes. And yeah, why didn't they do that in the arcades? Just flip a switch and change the game mode to make it slightly different.
More money.
Yeah, right? All right, moving on to our next game. So now we're back at home. This is the home console, the Magnavox Odyssey 2, and this is called Out of This World and Helicopter Rescue. So 2 games on this one. Let's take a look at the box front. Odyssey 2, I kind of like their box art. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
This comes with Out of This World, a gravitizing space race, and then Helicopter Rescue, a daring life-saving mission.
Reminds me of a Journey cover.
Especially with Odyssey 2, the font.
Mm-hmm.
So Out of This World is the mothership orbits the planet as you and your opponents maneuver your space landers to the surface. Fire your thrusters intermittently to conserve your fuel. You'll need it to blast off and link the mothership as it changes speed and direction. 3 different electronic gravity fields simulate conditions on Jupiter, Mars, and the Moon. And then Helicopter Rescue is a daring helicopter rescue mission. A race against time. So if this is the release of the game, we're playing it when it was released. If we were in the store, I'm guessing Toys R Us, it existed in '79. We go in the store, we pick it up. This is what we read on the box and decide, do we want to buy this for our Odyssey 2? And by the way, we're going to say Dwarfus owns the Odyssey 2, so I'm going to go to his house to play this one.
Of course.
And here's the cartridge for the Odyssey 2.
Wow.
I really love that they want you to take the game out easily. Like Atari, I guess kids were slipping their fingers. What's the point of the handle at the top? But it looks like to play Out of This World, you press 3, 2, or 0, and I bet that's the 3 planets. I wonder if it's Jupiter, what do they say, Jupiter, Mars, and the Moon?
The Moon, yeah.
And then to play Helicopter Rescue, you press 1. And I'll show you how that works, Dwarfus. The Magnavox Odyssey 2, the full console had like a keyboard on it. And you plug the game in, and you played it like the Atari, 1 joystick, 1 button, but the console had a whole keyboard, like button layout to play the games.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool that the cartridge had numbers or tells you what to do. Because, I mean, when we bought the game at Toys R Us and we go home, we take it out of the box, we're probably not going to read the manual. We just put it in and we want to know how to play. So you'll see what happens. We would be looking at the cartridge as it's sticking up like this and then know what button to play or push.
Ah.
Okay, so there's some screenshots to let us know what we're into. It is 1979, playing every video game. We're now playing the Odyssey 2 at Dwarfus Max's house with the new Out of This World and Helicopter Rescue. So the first time you boot up the system, this is what happens. So if you and I were together sitting at home playing the Odyssey 2, we'd be like, what do we do? But we know because the cartridge tells us. So did you want us to try out Helicopter Rescue first or the Out of This World first?
Let's try Out of This World.
Okay, so that was the that's 1, 2
or 3.
Okay, so go ahead and push start on your controller. That pulls up the whole console, and then go to the number and then push 2 or 3, and then you can push any button, and then push start again, and it clears that away. All right, this is it. Are we both playing? I don't know if it's single player or 2 player, but this is controlled with just the joystick and 1 button. Okay, there we go. So I'm on the right as the orange ship. It looks like I'm just using use the bottom button, and then you use a thruster and to shoot your fuel off.
Ah.
So it looks like we're trying to time and be the first person.
Oh,
and
okay.
we're crashing, failing on our objective. So yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead and it should. Yeah, there we go. It should start again. Okay, so we have our fuel. I'm totally out.
Oh.
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 So Dwarfus is on the left. I'm on the right, and the way it works is we just have a thruster button. We're supposed to use our fuel and try to hit. I'm guessing the target at the top. The first person to hit that target.
Oh, and I'm gonna crash.
Yep, and he ran out. So we're both out of fuel. So it's probably going to start us again from the beginning, trying to get to the top. All right, I got to get to the top. We got to make this happen.
Right.
All right, does it reset?
Does not look like.
Does not. Okay, we'll do a reset. Hold on.
Okay.
There is a reset, I think, on the console, but
I can definitely see how that would be very rage-inducing doing that one game.
All right, yeah. Same one. Which planet did you select? We actually don't know.
3.
Okay, let's try 3. This means it has different gravity.
Oh, okay.
It starts us off just dropping us to the surface. So I was ready. Dwarfus was not for that. I didn't expect him to just drop us. Okay, here we go. Going for the top. Come on. There we go. Okay, so got 1 point on that one. Let's try it again. Oh, they drop us again. Oh! Okay, I didn't die that time. All right, so got to conserve the fuel. Oh,
come on.
you went over the top on that. I can't believe it. All right, let's see if I can.
Landed.
Did they let you go again? Or no, they just wait for my fuel to come out, right?
Okay, you were off by 2 pixels. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's drop.
Okay.
They just drop us down, and we have to knee-jerk. Okay, you got me on that one. All right, here we go. Do I go again? Okay, we go again. Oh yeah, we can just stay at the top. Yeah, just burn that fuel, man. Get it? What? It didn't work. Wait,
Right.
I was on it. It didn't give me the point for it. All right, I'm good to move to the other one. You want to try Helicopter Rescue?
Mhm.
Okay, so we'll do another reset on that.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, you're good. And going back in. All right, so this would be push number 1 on the console to get this one to boot.
Yep.
All right, so I don't know if this one's 2-player either. Okay, here we go. So I am moving the joystick left and right. Does your joystick do anything for you?
No.
Nothing for you? So I'm moving the joystick left and right, and I can move the helicopter up and down, and I'm guessing I'm going for the rescue. Oh, okay. I got one button. I can release a ladder to drop down, and then bring him back up. Oh, okay, and then bring him over to the side. I'm guessing I'm got to deliver him.
Oh,
whoa! It just blinked out of. It just blinked in and out like he died in the helicopter or something. And then going over to this side, go back up. Come on, get back in there, man. We got to get to safety. Get over there, and then I drop him. Drop him back down. And there's the rescue. Okay, so it's a helicopter rescue. Simple as that. We've seen one other rescue type video game in the arcades. It was this year, I think. But no other game has made this concept yet, which will influence a very big game called Shoplifter at some point. And the reason I'm controlling it, Dorfus, is because the Magnavox Odyssey 2, sometimes, even though you have a controller in one port, in port 1 and port 2, the games will reverse them. So, like, for example, I'm playing this one because the game is expecting player 2 to be the one that plays. I don't know why they do that, but sometimes games in the 70s would do that. But
kind of reminds me of that mission in Solid Snake.
Oh, switching the controls.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's essentially a helicopter rescue mission. I'm totally running out of time. But yeah, that's it. That's helicopter rescue.
Huh.
All right, so for Out of This World and Helicopter Rescue, what is that one out of 5 stars?
I would give it a good 4-star. 4-star. Because, because you've already had the helicopter rescue before in this period, right?
No, only one in the arcade. In
Japan.
Only
one in the arcade. Oh, and this is all at home. Okay, then I would give that a straight up. Yeah, I'd give that a 5. I would give it a 4.5 because you were off by 2 pixels and you still won the game. But I'll give it a solid. I'll give it a solid 5.
Solid 5 for Out of This World Helicopter Rescue. Love that it had the 2 game modes we've seen before, but the second game with the different gravity options is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Chiptune Chronicle says half star. And then Arcade Jeff says 3.5. Very interesting, very interesting.